Hello again everyone, welcome back to another video out here on Dartmoor on what is an absolutely cracking evening. The sun is shining and it's forecast to stay like that until sunset, of which I'm hoping to photograph this evening. It's also a bit windy, as you'll be able to tell. So you join me at the start of this evening's adventure just by Heckwood Tor, which I'm looking at right now. New little location for me. So I am actually, if I just move out of the way, here is the scene I'm going to be photographing this evening. We have Vixen Tor there, which I'll talk about a bit more in a minute, all the way looking out to Great Mist Tor. And for this evening's photography adventure for sunset, I'm going to be heading up to North Hestry Torway, which is, you should be able to see the mast all the way here, somewhere that way in the corner of the screen, where I'm hopefully going to be getting a really nice sunset image of what is one of my favourite Dartmoor images I'm going to be recreating. But for now, I'm going to get set up, hopefully get a nice image of this tree with a nice Dartmoor landscape out the back. And so it's time to get started for today's photography adventure. Right then, my tripod's all set up nicely and the camera is on the ball head, and that means I'm ready to take my first photo up here this evening. The scene is really nice behind me. I'm going to be photographing, if I just move out of the way, you'll be able to see this tree just here. I'm nice and close to it to make it nice and prominent, let's say. And then out the back, we're going to have a really nice Dartmoor landscape. We have Vixen Tor, Great Mist Tor, Little Mist Tor, and we'll also, if I just move around, put the scene on the screen for you to see, we'll have King's Tor, the Princetown Mast, we'll also have Fogging Tor Quarry in the scene as well. I'll be shooting in the 4/3 ratio, and therefore my composition will be ranging from about there down to, I reckon, there. And again, I'm going to be photographing some really nice Dartmoor landscape. I'll be shooting at f11, good depth of field, high shutter speed, of course it's windy, ISO 200. A nice image, bit of a chaotic start with this wind, and I have just filmed this, but I was distracted by the police helicopter flying over. Always knew it would happen, I love helicopters. But yeah, show you this image, I'll show you the different ranges as well, and I'll be heading down to see what image I can get with just Vixen Tor and Great Mist Tor out the back. Well, I hope you like those photos everyone, and I've now just come down the hill a bit. I've put on the 40-150mm lens, and that's because I'm going to be hoping to get a nice photo including Vixen Tor and Great Mist Tor out the back. So Vixen Tor here actually has a boundary wall, and that's because it's private land, there's no public access. I'm not sure why, I won't get into it, but it's a great opportunity to get creative and see what other compositions you can find, seeing as you can get up nice and close to it. Put it up on the screen for you to see as always. Here is the image that I'm hoping to get this evening. So I'm just ranging actually for about 50mm I think, and I believe this will be the image I'll get, which includes Vixen Tor in the middle here. We have Great Mist Tor in the top left of the frame. Little Mist Tor, you'll be able to see the path that goes up to Great Mist Tor. We have some pine trees here, and then we have this boundary wall. Now, if I just zoom in a bit, there is potentially another image nice and close like that. Although I think it might just be in a bit too close. I want to try and include a bit more of the landscape, especially seeing as it's nice and untouched. Yeah, it's a nice image. Now, these images, compositions that I've just taken, I think are best suited for a sunset. Now, of course, we are shooting the sunset this evening, but I'm going to be heading that way. And I think that as the sun lowers on the horizon and casts a really nice golden glow over the landscape, it would make for some really nice images. And this evening, I've come up here just to scout a few little locations and, of course, compositions to see what I could get. So yeah, really nice images so far this evening. 2.5 hours till sunset, so I'm hoping to get up to Merivale before, I think maybe the golden hour potentially, and get set up. But for now, I hope you like this little image, and I'll see you somewhere that way. I don't have a clue where I'm going to see you next, but I'm sure it'll be a nice little bit of section on Dartmoor. With my photos all taken, it was time to set off on a 5-kilometre walk as I make my way towards the mast at Princetown. I crossed a small stream, passed by some cattle and a really nice group of foxgloves. It was here where I'd leave the moorland and walk alongside the road for half of the journey. I walked past a Dartmoor Inn at Merivale, a sheep and its lamb, and that was at the start of a very long uphill climb, of which was made easier with some more sheep and lambs. Always a great sight to see. It wasn't long before the welcoming sight of the Princetown mast was visible, and after passing the Four Winds car park, a few wine gums were devoured. As I reached the track that goes to Thornton Quarry, I was relieved to know that the long journey was complete and my final destination was only up the hill. Well, I'm glad to say I finally made it to this evening's photography destination, where I'm hopefully going to get a really nice image of the sun setting just to the corner of one of my favourite scenes that I've photographed here on Dartmoor. The sun's covered at the minute, but fingers crossed as always, it's going to reappear from the cloud that's currently covering it. I think in the end, it was a 1.5 hour walk. I done it in good time, I think. You know, I'll be honest, I didn't think I was going to get here. I thought I might have to change the destination on the way up, but I've made it and I'm really glad I have. So, we've got about 45 minutes till the sun actually sets, but you know, I've got to be hopeful that it's going to reappear. And hopefully it does, because they're pre-presented with a cracking scene. But yeah, for now, take on some water, have a bit to eat. You know, even though those wine gums were very nice. And then just wait and see what happens. Well, I got some good news. The sun is now shining once again. The cloud is slowly moving towards the north. I've got my composition all set up nicely here. Albeit it's a bit different from what I wanted to originally get. I still think it's quite a nice scene, so I'll just pop it on the screen for you to see, of course. It's going to be a bit tricky for me to show you. So we have on the right of the frame here, we have that familiar composition, hopefully. Of course, I got one the panorama I took in the snow. I'll just quickly show you that. And then I'm hopefully going to get the sun setting in the left of the frame, and of course including everything on the right hand side. But I'll also be including great staple tool. Oh no, that's Rude's tool actually. And then of course you've got white tool out the back. You know, I'm not sure how it's going to end up, but I think the main thing is the sun's come back out, I've made it here, and I'm still going to get a nice photo. So I want to get some photos here, and I'll see you in a second, and hopefully something really nice happens and you get to see some nice photos. What a view! What a fantastic view. Oh, it's great. It's a great feeling. You know, I put in a bit of hard work to get up here. It feels good. It feels so good. Presented with a scene like this, the photo that I wanted, you know, it's even better than I thought I'd get in my head. If I was quickly show you a few of the ones that I've been taking. So of course, a mini scene on the right, the sun setting on the left. You've got the Rouge Tour as well, a bit on the cloud. Yeah, I really wanted to get a photo like this because I really want this photo here to be like my main image throughout my, hopefully, landscape photography career. The main image that I'm hopefully going to be known for, you know, it's my favourite one. Of course, I've got it framed up on my wall in my room. And I mainly wanted to get this photo because in a few days' time, the sun's going to start arcing back round. And I knew that the sun would be setting in a decent position where I could include it in the left of the frame and also have my mini scene on the right. Yeah, it's really nice. And the main thing was I wanted to be creative. I thought that was a moon. I did check the moon times and I thought, nah, it's not going to be rising around this time. It would be nice if it was. But back to what I was saying, I really wanted to be creative. I didn't want to just go up to one of the tours and include the sunset in the image I've seen before. So to get this, what I wanted is really good. And of course, I've had the whole adventure as well. You know, it's definitely been a bit of a hard video to make, but sometimes the hardest things to make are sometimes the best ones. Yeah, I'm now just gonna enjoy watching the sunset, take it all in, see if I can get some clips for you as it begins to disappear, and I'll reconvene with you. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark quickly in a second, but for now, I hope you like a few more of these photos. Yeah, I do struggle sometimes to end the video, but to end it with this scene in front of me always makes it that bit harder. You don't really want it to end. I think that's the best thing to say. You know, it's a shame you just can't freeze time and just walk around and grab as many photos as you can. It's lovely. The lambs are buying Right, I'll probably show you one of these time lapses. I've got the video camera recording as well. And I'll sit down and probably end today's video. It's been really, really good. Yeah. And just like that, dusk has arrived. The sun has now gone. Just walking back now to meet my mum, who's kindly dropped me out here and is picking me up. Just got the scene I was photographing behind me. That is some house to live in, I'll tell you that. What a fantastic evening we've had out here on Dartmoor. Bit of hard work needed to get the reward at the end. Is really well deserved. Of course, I said a minute ago, it feels great when something like that happens. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the photos as well. And just coming along on this little mini adventure, I'd call it. Yeah. So for now, I'm going to say my goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. And hopefully, I'll be seeing you again soon on another landscape photography adventure out here on Dartmoor. So for now, goodbye. Hopefully see you soon.